And welcome back to Crypto Hulk Show. Oh, we got a good one today. Gary Gensler and the SEC. Criminal organization called the Securities Exchange Commission. They only tamper with evidence. They only perjure themselves in court. They only obstruct justice. That's not a big deal for Gary because Gary says, let's just end this trial and start it all over again with the possibility. Like, are you fucking serious? What's wrong with this cock? I mean, like, how do you allow, how does your agency, now this is just one aspect. They do all kinds of illegal shit at the SEC. This is just one aspect of what they do. And then when they get caught, oh, let's just forget about all this. Let's just end this trial and maybe we'll have another one. And I'm thinking to myself, is this dude fucking high? No, no. Well, why is it? Now, if I were to do such things, if I were to falsify evidence, lie in court, and obstruct justice, do you think that the Department of Justice would just be like, well, let's just walk away from this one? Crypto Hulk, start over again, like we never caught you. Do you realize how absurd this is? Do you realize how illegal the SEC operates? Because we're showing you right now. This is disgusting. Gary and his little cronies, everybody needs to go to jail. Time out, won't stop. Everybody go to jail, right? This is what we're dealing with in America. We have a broken justice system. We have a broken Securities Exchange Commission that makes a mockery of the United States law. It's truly a sad day in America. Gary's like, let's just put this off to the side. Let's forget it ever happened. Let's start this court hearing all over again. We're sorry. You're not sorry. What a load of shit. That's America right now. These are the, quote, leaders that we have in America. They're fucking disgusting. They shit all over you and me. And then when they get caught, oh, let's just, can we have a do-over? Let's have a do-over. Everybody, let's just do it all over. Whoop. I'm sorry. And then they shit all over us again. Like, that's what goes on. That's what Crypto Hulk Show is about, exposing dumb shit. I used to work in the Justice Department. I've worked at state-level Supreme Courts. I know what the fuck's supposed to happen in court. I know what's illegal, and that's the SEC. It's very clear. They're not even trying to hide it. It's just like when they get caught, whoop, let's have a do-over. That's all that's going on. It's disgusting. Oh, but you and me, oh, if we don't, on our tax forms, oh, shit, if we don't file that, if we don't check the box that said that, did you send, receive, whatever crypto, oh, man, we are so fucked. But Gary can go inside court, perjure themselves by lying, tamper with evidence, and do all kinds of bad shit. And then when they get caught, oh, do-over. I request a do-over, Your Honor. Can we have a do-over? You don't need to punish us. That's what Gary's and his little butt buddies are saying. You don't need to punish us. We've retrained the employees that were doing illegal shit. We've trained them how to hide and cover their tracks a little bit better for next time. But can we get a do-over? But we don't want to get punished. But we're going to punish companies. We are going to punish companies, but we don't want to be punished ourselves. Do you see what the fuck's going on at the SEC? It's disgusting. That's how we start the show off. Who's the first few people here at the show? Crypto Greek, Dan Marrero, XRP Nathan, S. Harib 1, then TK. Gotcha. Got thrown in there. Let's look at this articulo with good old Gary the fucking Gensler, like the Grinch that stole Christmas. Get this article right here. These fucking people. It's truly amazing how these people get jobs. These people work for the United States government. Let's critically analyze this before I start reading it. These people are lawyers. They're at the top of their game. They represent the Securities Exchange Commission. They deal with multi-billion-dollar companies. These are the best lawyers that the United States has. And they're perjuring themselves and tampering with evidence. I'm like, wow, I need some water. Actually, I wish this was whiskey right now. The SEC asks to toss the debt box suit after the court threatens punishment. The judge is threatening to punish the SEC, and Gary's like, "Oh, no, judge, no!" I was like, wow, what a stupid bitch. The SEC admitted its attorneys should have been more forthcoming with the court, but argue a sanction wasn't appropriate. So the SEC does not want to admit wrongdoing. So instead of saying they lied, they use the words should have been more forthcoming. That means we're not going to admit we're lying, Your Honor. And oh, by the way, Your Honor, don't punish us because we get to do what the fuck we want to do. That's what's going on at the SEC. How do you like that? You can't do what you want to do, but they can do what they want to do. Is that what the fuck's going on in the United States now at the SEC? How is that looking out for investors like you and me? The United States securities regulators seeking to dismiss a lawsuit it launched against a crypto company after a federal court issued an order mandating the agency provide reasons why it should not incur punishment. The federal court is asking the SEC why they should not be punished. In a January 30th court filing yesterday to a Utah district court in the case against Debtbox, the SEC said it has determined that the best way to proceed is to dismiss the action without prejudice. What that means is, can we have a do-over? Can we have a do-over? Can we just start all over again from fresh? Your Honor, can we just forget any of this perjuring and evidence tampering never happened? Can we just pretend that the illegal activities we just performed, can they just go away, Your Honor? Because that's what the SEC is asking for. I'm paraphrasing in real world talk, not Washington, D.C., and I conclude, Your Honor. Okay, that's Crypto Hawk works I've worked for the Department of Justice. I've worked at the state Supreme Court level, dealing intricately with judges weekly, every single week for a couple of years at that level. You're not supposed to lie in court. You're not allowed to tamper with evidence. You're not allowed to mislead the judge and the jury. That's illegal. There are punishments for that the SEC needs to get. While the commission recognizes that so the SEC says this, while the commission recognizes that its attorneys should have been more forthcoming with the court, that means while the SEC realizes we should not have lied, but they can't say that, the SEC says punishments are not appropriate or necessary to address those issues. Yes, they are appropriate. I'm just really shocked. I'm truly shocked. The SEC initially claimed, so here's what the SEC lied and said that a $50 million fraudulent crypto scheme amid its operations as a software license provider. In August, the SEC won a restraining order back in August to freeze DebtBox's assets after the SEC claimed falsely that DebtBox has sent $720,000 overseas. And the SEC claimed falsely in court that DebtBox would flee to the United Arab Emirates and secretly transfer more assets with it. All that was a lie in court. What the SEC did is came in, shut down DebtBox because they wouldn't suck Gary Gensler's little millimeter Peter, and they got it all shut down. And then the judge finds out, oh, you lied. You lied and misconstrued evidence. And then you got caught, SEC, but now you don't want to be punished. Now, wait a minute. If I perjured myself in court, if I misconstrued evidence, I'm going to fucking jail. But these people just want to move on like nothing happened. And can we have a do-over? Can we have a do-over, please, Your Honor? Can we have a do-over? I'll be like, no, bitch, you need to go to jail. You need to lose your law license. The SEC is choosing a dismissal, meaning they want the case just to go away quietly. Then they want that rather than face punishments from the judge for misleading and lying to the court in order to get a restraining order to shut down DebtBox. This is truly disgusting. These people should have their law licenses taken away. Let's see here. About last month, Judge Shelby gave the SEC a, quote, show cause order. It's a type of order that requires a party to justify, explain, or prove something in court. The judge wants to know, why did you lie? Oh, man. The SEC said there is no willful misconduct here. The SEC is like, we didn't intentionally do anything bad. Oh, okay. Let me look through here real quick. Here's what David Schwarz says. David Schwarz says, I've just read over the documents in the DebtBox case, and this is absolutely shocking behavior. I concur. David Schwarz says, the SEC went to a judge seeking an emergency order to paralyze several businesses and blatantly lied with facts. They misrepresented facts to get it before anyone on the other side could defend themselves. Wow. I can't believe this is America. Let me check some comments here. What the hell? Hold on a minute. Oh my God. No way. Big Royce drops a fat one here, switching from Royce Altman to Big Royce. Okay, I'll go with that. Only in America. Thank you for supporting this channel. That's pretty amazing. I don't really understand, and I don't want to. Damn. Now, why am I seeing two of these things? Oh, what? We got another one? Hold on a minute. We're getting red pilled here. Stuart Lavelle. No way. Hey, YouTube, just asking nicely again, day 4. Can we please, sir, have a button where we can gift memberships? Come on, man. Last night, before I went to sleep, I sent about 3 screenshots and to YT. I want people to complain. Find the send feedback. What I also did with my phone is I deleted the YT app and reloaded it last night. I do that about 3 times a week. Stuart Lavelle says again, hey, YouTube, just asking nicely again. Can we please, sir, have a button where we can gift memberships? I'm going to screenshot that, send it off again today, probably maybe after the show. Sending it off to YouTube, find out what's going on. Now, I cannot discuss the YT person that I have video chats with probably once every 2 weeks. But yeah, I'm not allowed to really discuss what goes on, but it'll be brought up for certain. So yeah, that's pretty good donations there, I gotta say. XRP Peking Duck. I don't have the ability to gift memberships. I don't know if anyone does, but I'm gonna screenshot that one right there. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna send these off to the YouTube right now. Hold on a minute. Okay, send it off. I'll be talking with the YT person in about a week from now. We'll actually have a video conversation. Deck Billy. I cannot gift memberships either. Now, rumor has it Gary is looking forward to prison. Just a rumor. Thank you very much for that, Deck Billy. And you got not John McAfee, member for 6 months, cannot give memberships as well. XRP King Duck 963. This working? Yes, it's definitely working. Then you have S. Haraib. I cannot give membership gifts. Stuart Lavelle. Is it because the $9.99 now? No, I mean there's just something wrong with the channel. That's somebody at YT has fat fingers. And when we switched memberships, somebody must have pushed some other button by accident. It's called the Let's Fuck Over Crypto Hulk channel button. That's what it was, actually. Just thought I'd let you guys know. So, yeah, that's the SEC story of the day. VanEck. VanEck. Let me look at the next articulo here. Let's go with this one. I like it. I like it a lot. Binance. Now I used to not like Binance, but now I do. And I'll show you why. Because Binance made a real move. Binance appeared to me to make a real move to look out for people like you and me. Let's go over the article. Binance is going to allow traders to store their assets on external banks. Now, normally, if you have your money in a crypto exchange, it's stored there. They have a custodian for that website or that exchange. And your cryptos are stored there and they're not yours technically because you don't have the keys. So if something were to happen and it gets hacked, then you technically lose all that. Or if you were Binance and you were under investigation by, let's say, I don't know, the Justice Department. I'm just coming up with random odd things, right? So if you're Binance and you're coming under a $4.3 billion investigation by the Department of Justice or the SEC, you know things are probably not going to end well. And all your customers' money, see, when the SEC sues you, they keep the money. That's called bribery. Let me explain it again. When the SEC sues you, the SEC has their own court system. It operates outside of the United States legal system. The SEC has their own, what they call kangaroo court, with their own SEC judges. Gee, I wonder how the judges are going to vote. I don't see how this functions personally outside of the law. This is just totally wrong. Let me read the article, and I'm going to tell you what I really am proud of Binance's move that they just made. I don't know if they intentionally did this to protect you and me, but I like this. According to the Financial Times, before this, Binance users had to store their assets on the exchange or with its custodial partner, CEFU, CEFFU. Following the changes, exchange clients are now able to use crypto-friendly institutions such as Swiss banks, Signum, or Flowbank. Notice how Switzerland just happens to somehow fit in here, right? I'm not going into it, but we're dealing with probably the richest families in the world. I'm going to continue before my channel goes dark. The publication notes that the decision may reflect users' concerns. Okay, here we go. Users' concerns about Binance's regulatory dispute in the United States, which resulted in the company being fined $4.3 billion in November, adding to the fears caused by the bankruptcy of rival exchange FTX a year earlier. Thus, one head of a trading firm cited by the Financial Times noted that he prefers to keep his money in a Swiss bank than in Binance. Our banking tri-party solution paves the way for greater adoption among institutional investors, as this long-standing model allows investors to manage risk while maximizing their capital efficiency by pledging collateral in the form of traditional assets. It is worth noting that CEFU was involved in the charges, that the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission brought against Binance in September 2023. The regulator noted that working with CEFU contradicts the agreements concluded earlier. The SEC said that Binance US refused to cooperate and violated a previous deal to stop transfer of assets abroad. Now, if you just read that, the SEC is trying to get all the money. Binance got busted for doing something where they were transferring money abroad, overseas. Now, this is just my opinion. Binance knows they're going to lose $4.3 billion. What they're trying to do is allow all their crypto for their customers to put it in a Signum bank in Switzerland. Because that way, if a lot of people do this, the SEC is not going to get shit for this lawsuit, all right? So Binance would rather, and I'm all for it. Binance would rather, it looks like to me, and maybe I'm reading this wrong or whatever, but it looks to me like Binance is trying to be like, okay, well, if the SEC is going to try to fuck us over, at least all the customers are going to have their crypto and not be taken away from them and be used as a penalty. Okay. So that's a very smart move. That's a classy move. I like that. I don't like Binance personally. I'd never put my money in them. But they're looking out for, I think, people like you and me. Let me check this here. Tangem. If you want to play, you got to pay, and Gary is the cashier. No, dropped internet connection. When people donate money to the channel, that's tax-free. Nobody gets any of the money. Where YouTube makes a portion of the money and the federal government makes a portion of the money, I think it's about 30%, is from memberships. So donations are tax-free. Just putting that out there. Let me go to the next article. The next articulo. Okay, we got that one. Those two out of the way. VanEck. That's a good article. Let me take a look here. Hong Kong! We're going to Hong Kong last. I'm going to read a VanEck article. VanEck. Do a copy and a paste. Yeah, some crazy donations there, man. I'm kind of glancing up at that and being like, whoa. Whoa. And what these people are doing when these whales are doing that is they're just showing you, pay attention, learn on this channel. SHA 256 for newbies. Yep. That's what Bitcoin is. And the government invented. Look, I'm just telling you right now. I've already talked about it. I'm not getting into it right now, but XRP, Ripple, let's say more specifically, Ripple is the government. I've been telling you that. That's why I can't go to Ripple Las Vegas and be like, go Ripple, because it's the government. I've already told you that for years. And then just the other day, I show you that Ripple is a government contractor, subcontractor. What does that mean? Ripple is providing some service. Gee, I wonder what. Somebody's so fucking stupid. They told me this. Well, my dad used to sell hot dogs as a vendor and stuff. He used to sell vendors, so he was a government contractor. So that's all that Ripple is. No, the only person selling wieners is you and your dad, okay? That's what's up. And that's your family problems. Don't tell people your personal family fucked up problems, dude, okay? Just because you and your dad sold wieners to the government doesn't mean that's what Ripple's doing, okay? You've got a personal family problems you need to keep to yourself, okay? Have some self-respect, shut your fucking mouth, and don't tell people about how embarrassing your family is, all right? Now, with Ripple, what do you think Ripple is selling? Proprietary cryptographic solutions. That's what's up. They're not selling wieners. Just because that one guy and his dad were selling the government wieners, Ripple's not doing that, okay? Ripple is Edward Barecki. Ripple is the government, but we keep investing in it, and that's what we're trying to avoid, is to detach from them. Right. I'm telling you for like 4 years now, and I just proved it to you. Ripple's the government. Okay, they're contracting and they're working for the government. It's whatever, it's the same fucking thing. All right. Charles Coventry just became a member. Congratulations. Crypto Mark is laughing. And so is Ernesto Rivera. Charles Coventry said, fell behind on my subscription. Sorry, Hulk. And then NCB says, no wieners. But Charles Coventry says, I'm back. Let's go again with the VanEck. Let me do a copy paste. So let me get back to work. All right. Now, I've only been saying for a while, there's two things we need to be rich, okay? These are probably the most important two, that when these two happen, the rest of the industry falls into place and then we get rich, okay? Number one, global crypto regulation. What that means is that the whole world has got to kind of share the same crypto regulations. Each country is going to be a little different and stuff, okay? But like 90% of the crypto rules are going to be the same. Number two, once you have that, then they're going to release global crypto tokenization. What that means is everything is going to be tokenized. So you take a real world asset like a car, and you can put it, let's say you own a fancy car. You can put it on the blockchain, and then people fractionally own that car, and there's proof. Okay. They can use that token to then go buy something else, and it can convert into money or whatever. That's the world we're going to kind of live in, all right? Now, VanEck is a global investment company. So let's hear what VanEck, the CEO says, tokenization of real world assets faces two major hurdles, okay? And one of them is global crypto regulations. Oh, gee, Crypto Hulk. See, it's everything that I'm talking about. It's all going to come forward. Like I've been saying, we don't have crypto regulation in the United States. Therefore, these judges cannot rule in the Ripple case. Because if we take it back to, I don't know what, 8th grade, and we learn that there's three branches of government. The judicial, where are the judges? The judicial are the judges. And what do? They interpret law. They don't make laws. They interpret law. Congress is a legislative branch. They make laws. Got it? The judicial interprets them. So in the case of the Ripple case, We have no crypto laws, definitions, and all that. We don't have that in the United States. So therefore, the judges cannot rule in these crypto cases because the judges don't know what crypto is. See? We don't pay a judge to give us an opinion. We pay a judge to interpret facts. Correct? Correct. That's how this shit works. Let me continue. John VanEck, CEO of the prominent global investment firm VanEck, believes there are two major hurdles hindering the tokenization of real-world assets. The CEO shared his insights on the matter during a recent interview with Raoul Paul, not one of my favorites. His remarks come in the wake of VanEck's recent accomplishment of being among the 11 firms approved by the SEC to launch a spot Bitcoin exchange-traded fund. That's not even legal. Bitcoin's not, you can't even legally trade that. But I'm going to move on because I've got a show to do. But the SEC cannot speak on what Bitcoin is, so they can't regulate it. I'm just putting that up. That's fact. Since you don't have crypto regulate, I'm going to go there just for a second. I'm going to go there. So look, you've got a company. No, you don't actually, because Bitcoin's not a company. No one knows who made it. It's not registered with the SEC. There's no 1-800 number. There's no books to audit on who made it and how they. See what I'm saying? If you lose a Bitcoin, who do you call? Not Ghostbusters. How does the SEC claim that they're going to authorize, they're going to approve an ETF with Bitcoin? Nobody knows who made it. What if let's say if I made a crypto and released it to the public, is BlackRock going to be able to sell that? How does BlackRock go to the government and say, hi, we've got this crypto. We don't know if Crypto Hulk made it or not, but we have this crypto here, and we don't know who made it. SEC, can you license it so we can sell it? They'll be like, are you high? See, that should be the answer, right? Let me explain. I was talking to some guy the other day, and he was saying that, well, the SEC is authorizing these things. And I'm like, that doesn't make it legal. And he's looking at me, kind of funny. He's not understanding. I said, look, stop. We don't have crypto regulations in the United States. So therefore, the court system cannot interpret what a crypto is. And therefore, the SEC cannot make regulatory moves because there's no crypto law to base their moves on. Are you making any sense of what the fuck is coming out of my mouth? Okay. Nobody is catching this, and that's why I'm just bringing it up. I'm going to move on from there. It goes over way too many people's heads. The tokenization of real-world assets. Now, this part's very massive right here. The tokenization of real-world assets, such as real estate, art, commodities, has the potential to revolutionize investment strategies. VanEck is telling us, I think we already know where all this goes. When you tokenize everything in the world, like real estate, art, commodities, derivatives, everything you can imagine, that pushes XRP to $50,000, okay? Because all of this will be tokenized on a blockchain, okay? Let me explain how this works. XRP itself is going to be backed, and you can back it with all kinds of stuff. So the more stuff, aka tokenization of real world assets, the more you back it with gold, silver, fiat money, coin, soybeans, stocks, bonds, derivatives, the more you back on the XRP ledger, the more you tokenize on the XRP ledger, the more value you give That's why when XRP becomes a stable coin, that's the meaning of a stable. See, Bitcoin's going to go up and then it's going to go down. Okay. The XRP, it's going to be that bridge asset. So companies, people are like, well, I'm seeing here, well, they're not going to use XRP. Ah, ha, ha, ha. It's a bridge asset, dumbass. They don't have to use it, dumbass. Okay. Now, there's some popular people in the crypto community. I won't mention names because they're going to get all kinds of butt hurt. But they're trying to show that, oh, China is not using XRP and da da da. Ha 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 ha. I'm just like, wow, these people are so fucked. How do you get so popular? Oh, I got it. You can be a scammer and be popular. Okay, that makes sense. Never mind. I retract my question. But for the dummies out there that have channels or whatever, XRP is a bridge currency. And when it's backed, and when it becomes backed by everything on the fucking planet, it's going to have a stable coin. It's going to have a stable value. And it will be the world's bridge currency. So you can have your own Mexican pesos or your Canadian dollar or whatever the fuck you want to have. You can have that. You can start off with the peso. It'll be bridged by XRP, and then 3 seconds later, out pops a Canadian dollar. Whatever the fuck you want to pop out, okay? Are they going to use the XRP? Yes. They will inadvertently use it because it sits in between the transaction, asshole. Oh, XRP is not going to be used. Ah, ha, ha, ha. These people are so fucking stupid, I swear to God. I don't know how they have crypto platforms. Truly sad. Every transaction will utilize XRP in the form of a, at least, bridge currency. So let me acknowledge, you can start with the peso and end with the Canadian dollar. Well, we're not using XRP to settle. You are as a bridge currency, you fucking dumb asshat, okay? Every fucking transaction will involve XRP. You don't have to send it. You don't have to receive it, dumbass, because it's in the middle as a bridge currency, retard, okay? Every fucking transaction. So these dummies that are out there, oh, China's using this platform and it's not utilizing XRP. It's utilizing XR fucking P. Okay? See, the reason is these other channels with low IQ don't have the proof that I have about Ripple China, Ripple Russia, Ripple Thailand, all this fucking shit, Ripple Hong Kong. They don't have that evidence that I have. That's why they make stupid statements that they do. Nobody has the evidence that's on Crypto Hulk Show. These people are in the fucking dark. So that's why in the Red Dragon country, you don't see that they're using XRP. But if you were to watch my fucking channel, dumbass, you'll see about every day I'm showing you the relationship between Ripple and the Red Dragon country. It goes back to 2013-14, where Justin, you want to call him son, would travel to China to teach them all about XRP. But they don't watch the channel because they're fucking stupid, all right? They want to come out there and make dumb statements. Oh, they're not going to be using XRP. These people are so fucking stupid. Red Dragon is all cashless now. Barcode even for the panhandle. No tip jar. Michael Gilbert knows because Michael Gilbert watches the Truth Channel and he says, the Red Dragon Ripple partner. I don't want to mention that name too much, the name of the country too much. So let's get back to the VanEck before one of you already distracted me. So now let me continue. So I'm blaming you. So VanEck is talking about the biggest problem with tokenization is global regulatory clarity. Crypto laws. We don't have crypto laws in the United States. I don't want to get started on this again. um, liquidity, and there's liquidity issues. So liquidity provision requires sophisticated market making mechanisms, and the regulatory environment needs to evolve to provide clear guidelines and a supported framework for these innovations. So here we go back to what's up again. That's global crypto regulations will provide for global tokenization. That's just what this article's saying. Now, I've only been saying this for probably about 4 years now. Now, finally, VanEck and Raoul Paul, now they want to start talking about this shit. But it's okay. They start talking about there's a liquidity problem. According to VanEck, the first and primary barrier to tokenizing real-world assets is liquidity. Who provides the liquidity? Well, that's easy. Come on, guys. The XRP ledger with the XLM and the XDC. There's your liquidity provider. The Ripple, maybe somebody needs to tell them about the Ripple Liquidity Hub, and that they got one in Canada. Ripple just started one. Maybe somebody should tell them to watch Crypto Hulk, because Crypto Hulk is the only channel, because you got the memberships, you're paying the big bucks now, man. $9.99. Whoa, somebody stop me. Somebody should tell VanEck. See, VanEck is like, we have a problem. Now, VanEck is half right. They're kind of late to this party, but they're half right. They're saying the problem with tokenization is global crypto regulation and liquidity. Okay, I'll correct VanEck, global investments. I mean, who am I, right? I'm just sitting on the floor, right? I'm not a big shot. I'm not rolling like a big shot. So I'll agree with them. Kind of late for them to be saying this after 4 years, me and starting this channel talking about we don't have crypto regs. Totally got it. I'll agree with them there. The part where I disagree is because I come with facts, is that we do have a liquidity provider. It's called Ripple Singapore. Oh, you should watch my show. VanEck should watch the Crypto Hulk show, because in 2013, Ripple went to Singapore and started what we call Ripple Singapore. I just showed it last night. They had derivatives, commodities, stocks, bonds, gold, silver, crypto, all in a liquidity hub. It's only 11 years ago, VanEck. Get with the fucking program there, buddy. See, if these people seriously watch my show, then I wouldn't have to read these articles, because then they'd already know the answers. As a matter of fact, maybe I should write the articles. But yeah, so that is VanEck's article. Sorry that I had to atomic drop them, but I mean, if you're a global investment company, shouldn't you know what's on the Crypto Hulk show? Shouldn't you know that we already have a liquidity provider who started in 2013? The gold and silver stored at what's called the Safe Vault in Singapore. It's been there for 11 years. Ripple's utilizing Codius to interoperate between all the platforms and the different coding languages. So Codius does that. They utilize smart contracts. I'm sorry, smart oracles to tell the oracle to tell the smart contract what to do. So it's bringing the conditions of the outside world into the smart contract. All the shit's been figured out like 11 years ago. So we have a liquidity provider, VanEck. So don't try to mislead people due to the fact that you don't have the information from Crypto Hulk show. But we already have a liquidity provider. What we don't have that we can see now are global crypto regulations. So with that, we'll wrap that article up. Let me check some comments here. And we've got Eric Goldsmith. Hulk is over the target in so many ways. Well, so are you guys. Because you watch this show, you learn from this program. You learn from my program what these articles and global investment companies fail to understand. So you're ahead of them. So when I tell you on Crypto Hulk, I try to keep you ahead of all this stuff, sometimes by years ahead. And that's true. You're years ahead when you watch Crypto Hulk. That's why you become a member. Just like Gary, I don't say Gensler was not just a teacher, he was a professor at a college. Now, a professor does teach, but the difference between a teacher and a professor is probably, I don't know, 6 years in college, maybe 8 more years in college. Alrighty then. What are we looking at? 50 minutes. Check something here. I think that'll be it for this morning's show. I use MasterCard in Canada, and now I can pay my MasterCard off instantly from my bank account. That's XR. That's XR Pizzle for shizzle. And Eric Goldsmith, thank you very much for that donation to the channel there, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. So you guys have information. I'm just putting it out there, but you guys got information that these articles, like these journalists, you got information that these global investment bankers don't know. Okay. That's what my job is to keep you ahead of these fucking dumbasses. Okay. So the information on this show keeps you well prepared ahead of time as much as we can. These people are sneaky, and I can't, get you ahead of every single thing. What I do is I do research, I provide evidence, and you determine what you're going to do with that information. My name is Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor. I don't know anything at all. Biggest liar on the internet. And don't do anything I tell you to. All right. Jeannie Rainbow, thank you very much for your donation to the channel. Appreciate that. You are amazing. So have a great positive day. We appreciate your wonderful lies. You're the best, says Crypto Mark. So I will try. Vincent Brewer says, you're a G in my eyes. Yeah. Look, I get paid, so I provide evidence to keep you ahead. Pretty much how the channel works, okay? Yeah, the show basically is free. I'm gonna start doing more members only videos once I can kind of get my number count up just a little bit more. But my job is to try to prepare you to stay ahead of these people so that you're successful. I provide evidence for all of these things. It's not my opinion. I guess that would be about it. And tonight I'm going to work on having a PM show at around maybe 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. Somewhere in there I'll make the show. I don't know exactly when. So other than that, I'll see you in my next broadcast, and take care.